Welcome to the Vocabulary Podcast by IMS Gujarat, featuring today IMS Vocab, Episode 59, words 1451 to 1475. Let us begin. Word 1451 is donator. Spelling: D-O-N-A-T-O-R, meaning one who makes a donation or present. Example, the chief donator of the village temple renovation was honored with a silver plaque at the Kumbhabhishekam. Word 1452 is dunny. Spelling: D-O-N-E-E, meaning a person to whom a donation is made. Example, the Don of the ancestral bungalow in Pune quickly set about restoring its century-old teak woodwork. Word 1453 is donor. Spelling: D-O-N-O-R, meaning one who makes a donation or present. Example, the regular blood donor at the IMS Blood Bank has quietly saved over 500 lives over the past decade. Etymology note: donator, done, and donor all rise from the Latin donum, meaning a gift, with dare meaning to give. The same root gifts us donate, donation, pardon, and condone. Notice how even the English word pardon hides a quiet dawn, the giving back of grace. Wherever you spot dawn in a word, a gift is passing from one hand to another. Word 1454 is dormant. Spelling: D-O-R-M-A-N-T, meaning being in a state of or resembling sleep. Example, the village's century-old volunteer theater group lay dormant for years until a few fresh graduates revived it. Memory aid: dormant comes from the Latin dormire, meaning to sleep. The same root gives us dormitory, dormouse, and dormer window, the window that peeks out of a sleeping attic. A dormant volcano rests between eruptions, just as a national park's dormant bird species wait beneath the canopy to wake in spring. Word 1455 is doublet. Spelling: D-O-U-B-L-E-T, meaning one of a pair of like things. Example, the auctioneer pointed out the rare Mughal miniature doublet that had survived the partition chaos in a leather trunk. Word 1456 is doubly. Spelling: D-O-U-B-L-Y, meaning in twofold degree or extent. Example, the drought-hit farmer who lost both his bullocks was doubly saddened when the second monsoon too failed him. Word 1457 is dowry. Spelling: D-O-W-R-Y, meaning the property which a wife brings to her husband in marriage. Example, despite strict laws against dowry, grooms' families in parts of Haryana still demand cars and cash at weddings. Word 1458 is drachma. Spelling: D-R-A-C-H-M-A, meaning a modern and an ancient Greek coin. Example, the museum gallery in Delhi displayed an ancient drachma that had traveled centuries ago through the spice route from Athens. Word 1459 is dragnet. Spelling: D-R-A-G-N-E-T, meaning a net to be drawn along the bottom of the water. Example, the Kerala fishers spread their dragnet across the backwaters at dawn and hauled in a fine gray catch of mussels. Word 1460 is dragoon. Spelling: D-R-A-G-O-O-N, meaning in the British Army, a cavalryman. Example, the fading sepia photograph showed his great-grandfather as a sergeant, a fierce-looking dragoon in the colonial army of 1915. Word 1461 is drainage. Spelling: D-R-A-I-N-A-G-E, meaning the means of draining collectively as a system of conduits, trenches, pipes, and the like. Example, the BBD bag area of Kolkata flooded every monsoon because the colonial drainage simply could not cope with modern rainfall. Word 1462 is dramatist. Spelling: D-R-A-M-A-T-I-S-T, meaning one who writes plays. Example, the Dramatists from Bhopal staged a powerful Marathi-Hindi bilingual play about the weavers of Vidarbha losing their looms. Word 1463 is dramatize. Spelling: D-R-A-M-A-T-I-Z-E, meaning to relate or represent in a dramatic or theatrical manner. Example, The news anchor dramatized every election result with flashing graphics and breathless headlines that left viewers dizzy. Word 1464 is drastic. Spelling: D-R-A-S-T-I-C, meaning acting vigorously. Example: the Reserve Bank took the drastic step of withdrawing the high denomination note, sending rural markets into a tizzy for weeks. Word 1465 is drought. Spelling: D-R-O-U-G-H-T, meaning dry weather, especially when so long continued as to cause vegetation to wither. Example: the Marathwada drought of the late 1970s drove entire villages towards Pune in search of any work at all. Word 1466 is drowsy. Spelling: D-R-O-W-S-Y, meaning heavy with sleepiness. Example: the slow, swaying motion of the state transport bus made the drowsy college girl nod off near Kolhapur. Word 1467 is drudgery. Spelling: D-R-U-D-G-E-R-Y, meaning hard and constant work in any menial or dull occupation. Example: chopping endless kilos of onions at the langar was a drudgery the Sevadar accepted cheerfully for the sake of Siva. Word 1468 is dubious. Spelling: D-U-B-I-O-U-S, meaning doubtful. Example: the dubious land dealer sold plots along the Yamuna floodplain, cites the revenue maps clearly marked as unsuitable. Word 1469 is duckling. Spelling: D-U-C-K-L-I-N-G, meaning a young duck. Example: the temple pond at Srirangam was alive with ducklings trailing their mothers in neat, wavering lines. Word 1470 is ductile. Spelling: D-U-C-T-I-L-E, meaning capable of being drawn out, as into wire or a thread. Example: pure gold is so ductile that a single gram can be drawn into a wire long enough to string a 5-strand necklace. Word family: ductile comes from the Latin ducere, meaning to lead. The same root leads us into duct, conduct, educate, abduct, and even viaduct. Wherever something is led, drawn out, or guided, the duke element is quietly doing the work. Even an apostle can be seen as one who is taught to be led. Word 1471 is duet. Spelling: D-U-E-T, meaning a composition for two voices or instruments. Example: the classical duet of the setar and the tabla at the Sawai Gandharva festival moved several in the audience to tears. Word 1472 is dun. Spelling: D-U-N, meaning to make a demand or repeated demands on for payment. Example: the local moneylender kept dunning the small shopkeeper for the principal until the latter collapsed under stress. Word 1473 is duplex. Spelling: D-U-P-L-E-X, meaning having two parts. Example: the young couple booked a duplex apartment in the new Whitefield high-rise just before their Kannada-style wedding in Bengaluru. Word 1474 is duplicity. Spelling: D-U-P-L-I-C-I-T-Y, meaning double dealing. Example: the trader's duplicity, promising organic turmeric while shipping the regular sort, slowly destroyed his export business. Etymology note: duplex and duplicity share the Latin duplex, meaning twofold, from duo, meaning two, and plicer, meaning to fold. Any twice-folded thing carries the chance of deception. The same root fans out into duplicate, duplicity, and the everyday fold-up meaning of complicated, a thing with many folds. Word 1475 is durance. Spelling: D-U-R-A-N-C-E, meaning confinement. Example: the freedom fighter spent 3 years of harsh durance in the cellular jail before the pardon papers finally released him. Thank you for listening to the Vocabulary Podcast by IMS Gujarat.